Hello everybody, this is Juday coming again, and I'm coming to talk about a dream that I had about Barack Obama. And I don't really know if the dream was really about him, but I do know that he was in the dream as well as other political officials. I do believe I remember Bill Clinton also being in this dream, but just kind of like as a, I don't know, kind of like as a cohort, if you will. At any rate, the dream I had, it's a couple of days old, and when I say a couple of days, I think it was like a week or so ago, and I'm not sure why I didn't write the dream down or record it like I normally do so that I could remember important details. But what I do remember is that Bill and Barack were in this dream. It was myself, a few of my family members, and then a busload of other citizens. It was a mixed crowd. Not sure if everybody was U.S. citizens or not, but we found ourselves on a bus, and I can't recall how what we were doing on the bus, but what I do remember is we were on a bus, and Barack Obama was explaining the way things were going to be changing, and I kind of felt like we were being taken to some other facilities that were not our homes, and it looks like they were rounding people up on buses. Now it seems that they had been making trips like this one for a while, because it was almost like he knew the protocol, what to say to the people who were on the bus who may ask questions. And what he seemed to be trying to do was make this transition one that seemed to be a normal one. He was trying to make it seem like, oh, everything is kind of okay. You guys are in good hands. This is where you're going. This is what it's going to be like. He also happened to have a cell phone in his hand. It was a smartphone. And he was talking about ways, it was almost like he was showing ways that we could be tracked and that they could always know where we were going to be, and things like that. And it was kind of like he was giving us the rules of wherever we were headed to, what we could do, what was acceptable, what wasn't acceptable. And Bill Clinton was just back there kind of like nodding his head like, yep, this is what you, or he would interject every so often. And it was a really weird dream to me. Most of the dream did take place with me on the bus, and I remember just looking around, looking out the windows on the bus, and what I saw was like a third world country, but I didn't feel like I was in a whole nother country. I felt like I was in a place that was familiar, but it did not look at all like the place we know. It didn't look like what we know. It looked devastated a bit. Roads we were traveling on, it was kind of like dirt. There were people outside, and just, it seemed like a place of kind of ruins, but still travel. I don't know, guys, I think I'm about to make up a word really quick just to get the point across. The roads seemed like these places seemed ruined around, but it seemed like the road was still a travelable road. And I know I made that up, but it's okay. But we were still able to obviously ride to this place on a bus. And I kind of remember feeling like this guy is full of crap. I kind of felt like he was trying to make us very comfortable with a completely uncomfortable, unconstitutional, and just downright wrong and evil thing a situation we were about to be placed in. I almost want to say that it was kind of like we were remnants of people, and we were gathered and being taken somewhere. But I can't be completely sure about that one. But I just remember the looks on other people's faces. Like, we were kind of scared, but at the same time, we didn't know what to do. Some people were, I guess, still in awe that Barack Obama was actually on the bus with us, literally talking to us. And I was just like feeling like, you know, this is crazy. This isn't good. This can't be good. I know that something is wrong, type thing. And I was just watching other people, and it wasn't terror. There wasn't a terror. It was kind of almost like people knew that there was no way they could get away, because they're like, we're already all on this bus. And wherever this bus is headed, because it wasn't like I don't think it was like a trip that we chose to get on. It's like I found myself just already a part of this group of people on a bus, and we were going somewhere that we did not know. And Barack Obama knew, and he was explaining to us the rules of the new place we were going. And it was not something I felt eager to get to. I felt like I was being taken away from my comforts, my freedoms, what I wanted to do. And I was being placed somewhere where I kind of I didn't feel like that same freedom that I remembered was going to be at this place. And yeah. I remember Barack being very sarcastic, very kind of smug, but still trying to be very personable and likable. But he knew that there was nothing anybody could do, so he could talk the way that he wanted to talk to us. And there was nothing that could be done about it. And Bill Clinton was just right along with him. His cohort, just like they were best friends, buddy. Like two high school boys who were mischievous. And they're kind of snickering about what they're getting ready to do. And they did swap roles. Like Barack was like, do you have anything else to add to that, Bill? Or whatever. It was a really, that's kind of the stuff that I can remember. The dream for the most part took place all on the bus. That's all I can remember when I woke up. And like I said, I did not write this down like I normally do. But these were things that for whatever reason I could still feel within that I could still see in my mind fairly clearly, even a week or so after I've had this dream. So I'm not sure what that dream is referencing. I feel like in my dreams, like the way God does it is I feel as though he gives me so much information in one dream. And it seems like it's really normal, but it's a whole bunch of stuff that I have to filter through and that he just kind of has to work with in my mind. I do think that the phones represent some type of technology that it's going to seem like it's harmless, but it's not harmless. Obviously, they wanted this particular phone in the hands of everybody so that, you know, so that we could be tracked and so that we could be accountable for, if you will. And everybody who was going to this place was going to have this particular phone in their hands. So it was weird. I'm a smartphone user, as I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people who are watching this are smartphone users. I just kind of felt like that has something to do with our phones. Like, I'm not sure. I'm not going to go very, very deep into it because I don't know. I'm just putting the dream out there that I had about a week or so ago. And it was weird to me because I'm like, why is Barack Obama in my dreams? And it was like close and personal. This bus wasn't this huge, spacious bus. It was like a mid-sized school bus almost. And he was right in our presence. So was Bill Clinton. And he was just talking to us and telling us what was going to happen. So, yeah, that's all I can recall. I do have other dreams that I have had in the past that I did not equivocate to mean much, but that doesn't mean that they don't mean anything. It just means I didn't understand what they meant. And so I think that I will be coming back a little later and sharing my other dream, but that'll be a completely different video so that this one won't be too long. So until the next time, I will be signing off. You guys have a wonderful day. And feel free to like or comment and subscribe if you want, but it's not a big deal if you don't. Yeah, so have a good day. Happy Tuesday to people. And yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.